Hello and welcome to the Upside Down Shack. Today I just have a super quick video regarding some recent comments made by actor Finn Wolfhard, who plays Mike Wheeler in Stranger Things, when he was asked about the ending of Stranger Things and the ending of his character. We're going to get into that quote in a little bit, but just super quick, I just want to say that if you are a returning viewer to the channel and noticed I have been pretty inactive over the last couple of weeks, well, that is just because Stranger Things news has been basically non-existent until this point. If you saw a couple days ago, I did put up a community post saying that I've kind of formulated some ideas to kind of fill in our time where we don't have a lot of news or anything to go off of. I've got some really cool videos coming out over the next week or two. I'm going to be reacting to some things. I'm going to be making some videos about Stranger Things history. So some kind of interesting stuff, some very different stuff than we're used to on the channel. There was a point in the channel where I was struggling to keep up with how much news was coming out, actors saying things, set photos, videos, but now that filming is done and we're kind of in this lull period of they don't want to give too much away too early, there's not much going on, so I really have to pick my brain, sit back, and come up with some original ideas for the channel. And that's just been kind of a learning curve for me, so please bear with me while I kind of get that down. But again, I have a handful of new videos coming out over the next week or two that I think you're really going to enjoy and I think will do very well on the channel. Definitely a change of pace, but they're going to be fun to make, and I hope you guys are going to enjoy watching them. So that's what I've been up to, and again, with no news or anything coming out, it's kind of hard for content on this channel, but we're going to do our best until we get some official news regarding Stranger Things Season 5, when it's going to come out, trailers, etc., etc. I just talked for way too long about that, but I just wanted to set the record straight on what's going to be happening on this channel while we are in this lull period. Now let's get right back into this news and this quote from Finn Wolfhard himself when asked about his feelings about the end of Stranger Things, which it sounds like he had pretty mixed feelings about. Here goes this quote. "I was so happy with my character's ending. Saying goodbye to the show overall was bittersweet. I was satisfied, but I was also very confused and sad, but also very happy." So very, very quick, brief quote from Finn Wolfhard, who again plays Mike Wheeler in Stranger Things, kind of giving us his thoughts on the ending of the show and the ending of his character. So this is where I kind of usually break down quotes and try to see past the surface level and what they might mean, but this one is hard. Finn really giving us a lot to dissect here. There's a lot of ways that he could have meant this, but really all I have to say about this is I'm gonna cross my fingers and hope that the confusion and the sadness was in a good way and not a head-scratching confusion. Hopefully he wasn't confused as to why his character arc ended this way or why the show ended this way. I highly doubt it. I have been praising the Duffer Brothers and having faith in them over the last year, year and a half, almost 2 years at this point, during the wait for Stranger Things Season 5. And I know they're going to do all the characters justice and the end of the series justice. So when I heard this quote, I wasn't really too scared. I know a lot of people were kind of up in arms about this, saying, oh man, he was confused at the ending. They must be screwing up his character arc right at the end. And I just don't foresee that happening. Of course, I'm going to keep an open mind and know that anything could happen. But I don't think that is what Finn is trying to hint at. I think really what this all boils down to is this has been a huge portion of this actor's life. I'd say at least 10 years at this point, right? That he is dedicated to this role, and seeing it all end like that is definitely confusing and sad, and you're gonna have a mixed bag of emotions when a chapter that large in your life comes to a close, especially something that catapulted his career and he seems to love so much. So that's what I take from it. I know a lot of other people in the Stranger Things community feel differently about what he said, But I'm curious in our little community here what you guys take from this quote. Are you scared? Are you kind of in the same boat as me where you think it's really not that serious? I want to know what you have to say about Finn Wolfhard's comments on the end of Stranger Things Season 5. I know I'm kind of grasping at some straws here, but this is literally the first bit of news we've had in almost a month. My mantra has always been whenever something comes out, a video needs to be made about it to get the news out there, no matter how small or large. And honestly, this quote can bring up some good conversation. So I really am looking forward to seeing what you have to say in the comments below. Of course, as always, if you forgot, I always read and respond to every single comment, unless it's horribly rude, of course. And I always look forward to doing that. So please, let's engage into some conversation down there. And if you like the video, please make sure to leave a thumbs up on it. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you aren't already. I want to thank you so much for watching, and I hope you keep your eye out for those cool videos that I've got coming out over the next couple of weeks. Thank you so much once again. Have a great day.